in Kigali. I mean, Kigali basically looks like a European city to me now. It's got great, nice restaurants and hotels and streets, and even a couple of shopping malls. When I go back to the States, I'll try to see if I can convince other people to do it. You know, I'll tell them it's a great experience. You get to see Rwanda, which is a fantastic country. And once you're in the country, you get everything paid for. And so, you know, your hotels and meals and all that stuff is all provided. So it's kind of like, why not? It's a good way to spend a few weeks. Okay, hi, I'm Kevin Kowalsk. I'm from the United States of America. I'm a pediatric physical therapist, and I'm here in Rwanda with the Rwanda Legacy of Hope organization, going to 3 different clinics, CHUK Hospital in Kigali. Right now I'm at Relima, and then I'm going to be going to Gatagara. Relima has been fantastic. The staff has been great to work with. The kids have been a lot of fun to work with. I've been working with the staff a lot on learning about cerebral palsy and about handling techniques and different treatments for CP and other disorders that kids have, and they've been really receptive, really great to work with. They've had a lot of great questions to ask me, some of which I had to look up because I didn't even know the answers to, but that just shows how interested they were in getting the training here. So it's been really great to be here.
According to the cases that you met here, what experiences have you learned?
Well, here, as opposed to in the United States, here a lot of the kids with cerebral palsy, they start their therapy really late. A lot of times they'll have not gotten any therapy for several years and then come here. And so they'll have muscle and joint contractures that are different than usually what we see in the States, because a lot of times in the States they'll have been taken care of surgically or with casting. So here a lot of times we're trying to make up for lost time and get the kids moving again because they went for several years often without having any treatment.
What's your plans in next years? Do you plan to keep coming here?
Well, we'll have to see. We'll kind of see what the future holds. It's been, it's been a great experience. I've really enjoyed it here. I have to look at the fact, though, that by coming here, I have to take time off from my own job, and so it all depends on financially how things stand in that regard. But if theoretically, like if I win the lottery and I don't have to worry about money anymore, I wouldn't mind coming here and spending several months here. Mm-hmm.
You have been working with doctors you met here, and then you have been sharing experiences. How did you find the way they are doing this therapy?
Oh, they're fantastic. And really, in a lot of cases, the training I've done with them has been more like just fine-tuning things. It's not like we're really starting from scratch. It's more of just like some of the handling skills we've worked on a bit. None of them claim to be like specialists in pediatrics, and so in some cases, it involved teaching them some things that they hadn't really had a lot of experience with. But overall, like I say, we haven't started from scratch. They really seem to know what they're doing. They have a pretty good understanding of cerebral palsy, before I even started doing any training.
Being here was due to Rwanda Legacy of Hope. What can you say about Rwanda Legacy of Hope?
Rwanda Legacy of Hope is fantastic. I'm only a small part of it, but the fact that they bring all kinds of doctors here and medical professionals, and from what I understand, educational professionals too, and work in different places all over Rwanda, and they coordinate it with a lot of different places and with the various ministries of Rwanda, and make sure that all of the logistics are all taken care of and everything. It's been a fantastic organization to work with, and when I go back to the States, I'll try to see if I can convince other people to do it. I'll tell them it's a great experience. You get to see Rwanda, which is a fantastic country, and once you're in the country, you get everything paid for, and so your hotels and meals and all that stuff is all provided. So it's kind of like, why not? It's a good way to spend a few weeks.
I know, Kevin, you have been here in 1980.
1988 to 1990, I lived here.
Okay, what difference you have see when you come back now?
It's almost like everything's different. When I was here from 1988 to 1990, there weren't, let's put it this way, a lot of things were not nearly as good as they are now. I mean, there weren't nearly as many paved roads. Littering was more common, whereas now you don't see any litter on the roads anywhere. The country has developed exponentially, I would say. When I was here before, there weren't a lot of nice hotels and restaurants. There were a few, but not nearly as many as before. And now in Kigali, Kigali basically looks like a European city to me now. It's got great, nice restaurants and hotels and streets, and even a couple of shopping malls. When I lived here, I wouldn't have guessed that there would ever be shopping malls in Rwanda, but there are now. And I was here 4 years ago for a visit too, and even went to an amusement park, another thing that I can't believe exists in Rwanda now. So everything about this country is great, and also just the people. I'm not going to say that they were unfriendly before, but they were a little bit more reserved, whereas now people are very friendly, very outgoing. The country is so peaceful now, and so safe. It's like there are no concerns about traveling here, and so overall, it's turned into a fantastic country, best in Africa, I'm sure. When I lived here from 1988 to 1990, I was based at Gatagara. So at that time, I did some work at Gatagara, but my main job involved traveling around the country with a mobile team. So I traveled all over Rwanda and worked with kids throughout the country with the mobile team. So at that time, I was familiar enough with Gatagara. I knew all about it, and that's where my little apartment was. But I understand Gatagara is really different now too. When I was here 4 years ago, I was there for a very brief visit, and I could tell it was like all new buildings and everything. So and also the clientele is really different too, because when I worked here, it was primarily kids with polio that I worked with, and polio like barely exists now. And so now it's a lot more of the cerebral palsy and spina bifida and other developmental disabilities that the kids have now. I don't think there's that much polio in Rwanda at this point, if there's any.